guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're starting to guys a new show. You asked for it a long time ago and it is here right now. It's Vinland Saga. Episode 1 from first season.
Yes, we have heard about this show. You guys have been recommending it for a while. Even before you guys talked about it, it was on our list. Like, we had spotted this show and we wanted to watch it, but we thought that too many Vikings shot at the same time would be too much for all of us, so we waited. But now even though we're doing Vikings Valhalla, we think it's the right time, and yeah, I'm really excited. All I've heard about this show is that it's really good. I've seen a couple of, photos from it, so I know the main character's blonde. I know he's a Viking. But I could be wrong, like, who knows?
That's it.
Yeah, I tried to stay away from all spoilers, so...
I know there's a ship someday, somehow.
A ship? Okay.
Yeah.
Ship as in boat, not ship as in...
No, ship as in both. Both.
But there's gonna be ship as in...
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. But yeah, we're basically jumping in blind, so... We'll have our theories, we'll have our discussions. I say let's jump in this first episode and finally see what this show is about.
I am ready for awesomeness, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, let's start this one. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, if you want to see more of these episodes. We'll have the next 2 episodes already on Patreon, so you can check it out. The link is in the description below, as well as the full-length reactions to these episodes. So
in the meantime, let's go. Oh god, I got like a gladiator vibe. Look,
I know. Main character parents. Oh shit.
focus!
Already pretty badass.
This is what he's fighting for. What?
It's Vikings, but in Japan, so they're gonna be fucking intense. It's still around the same years we're used to with Vikings than Last Kingdom. Vikings, Last Kingdom, and Valhalla. Anyone named Floki is always
as on each as her own Floki.
That's what it just said. Anyone named Floki is crazy. He's just jumping ship to ship.
I mean, who needs gravity, right?
Animation is already pretty awesome. Odin is with us. Thor is with us. I'm also trying to stay alive for my babe. He seems very detached.
Yeah?
Like, not really there. Just, he's seen too much, I think. It's gonna be a brutal show, but I'm all for it. It's kinda like he's wondering, like, what the fuck am I fighting? It's destruction, but it's actually pretty. With the light.
What an intro.
I am excited, man.
I do wonder if this is gonna be sort of realistic in the way they are fighting, or just with the storyline.
You cut a guy in 2 with his sword. You know. He's been jumping ship from ship. So if we learn that opening, you're gonna do the scream. Oh shit.
Ooh, this is the change of war.
He's gonna go through hell.
Do you expect me to scream like this?
I don't know. Okay. A little after. I did remember, I think his name was Thorfinn. I knew that. I am bad with names though, so give me a minute if I don't remember next episode.
Thorfinn.
This show's gonna be gorgeous.
Is he feeling the call from the ocean?
He's a Viking at heart, wants to travel.
もっと豊かな土地がある。風がそう告げていたのだ。
He hears the wind.
そしてわしは見つけたのだ。新大陸を。
It says here.
果物が草原波打つ新天地。かの地の名は。
Okay.
どうじゃ一味ども。このレイフ・エイリクソン様を。
すげえやレイフのおっちゃん
Hey, he's
Okay.
the one who discovered America.
Now that we're watching Vikings Valhalla, it fits with everything. I was just saying to her that with all the Viking show we've seen now, our knowledge of history is a lot better than it used to be.
言葉は通じなかったが、すぐに友達になったよ。彼らからの贈り物さ。いいか、真の戦士だけが身につけられるものなんだ。子供らまだ起きてる。
おっちゃんさんレイフさんのお話を聞かせてあげたくて
Give them
真の
dreams,
戦士か
passions.
やっぱおっちゃんはすごいな
だろう。大きくなったらわしの船に乗るか。
今乗せてよ
今って。
I'm ready.
だってじいちゃんが言ってたもん近づく船をみんな食べちゃうんだ
そうだからこそわしの偉さがわかるだろう。
He did go there. He did see stuff.
真の戦士の。
It is dangerous.
戦働きだけが戦士ではないぞ。海と戦っとる。すごいんだぞ。
This is the part of the job I would never do. I keep saying it.
おっちゃんはヒゲ生えた子供だって
冒険おじさんの言うことなぞ信用できんってか。
僕の父上が戦士って言うんなら本当だけど
Fight to the death to prove your worth.
ビシッと言ってやってくれ。さあ、今日はお開きだ。
またなじゃあな
Oh, they're gonna be slavery?
グリーンランドに投資者が。家畜もだいぶ死ぬだろう。年を追うごとに寒さが厳しくなることだ。
It's basically a reality right now.
いずれ誰も越せぬような冬が来るかもしれん。今弟が移住の計画を立てている。なーに、わしは往復してきたさ。
Yeah, but not everyone can survive the trip.
進め
トロフィー船長。なんだ。ヨルモンガンドが。かかってこい。
Ah, the sweet dream of a child.
Or nightmare. Oh.
姉上自分のベッドに行きなよ狭いよやだこのベッドは僕が温めたんだからお話
Feels like he's thinking about moving. So,
気にしなくていいのよ
or at least trying his luck over there.
To go to Vinland.
If it becomes harsher to survive here, maybe.
どうしてうちは奴隷を買わないの私が手伝わないと
よそはよそだ。
死ぬかと思った
The colors are so beautiful.
なんか
The slave.
ユルフォン。
Be careful what you wish for. The thing is, I am expecting a lot of
話どこまで
heartache.
Yeah.
It's a Viking show. We know how they are.
Oh, wow.
船に乗りたいなら父上に乗せてもらえよ。代々村で使ってるそうだが、お前の父上なら喜んで貸すだろう。
When you're, strong enough to get it out.
ここらの海はな、トルフィン。わしは若い頃、流氷に閉じ込められたことがある。グリーンランドへ移り住んだばかりだったからな。食料は
The
すぐに
blues,
なくなって
guys, the blues.
氷を食ってひもじさを紛らわせた。ついには船が氷に潰され、わしらはどうしようもなく。気づいた時にはわししかいなかった。皆死んだ。
It is great to dream of adventure and to be like an explorer, but
Dreams and reality are not the same.
no.
こんな北の島に住んでるのあらやだどうしたの
雪に埋まってた。
Is it still alive?
I'm surprised he still is. He wouldn't have brought him inside if he wasn't, but
もう死んでんじゃない
oh, okay.
手足腐ってるしこの村の人じゃないわねどうしてあんな吹雪の中をどうしてって逃げた奴隷だよかくまったら揉め事になるよ
Don't let
Are they
this
gonna get in
be.
trouble?
Feels like a warning of we're all gonna die.
逃げてきたんだよ。昔はもっと東の地に住んどった。 ノルウェーという名の土地だ。たくさんの入り江に守られたいい土地だ。ハラルドという強い男が現れた。火の勢いで村々を制圧し、
Is it a herald that we know? Or another
統
herald?
一ノルウェー王を名乗り支配
Well, we know a herald who proclaimed himself king of
そして人
Norway.
々に迫ったノルウェーの地を去るか。ハラルドの圧政を嫌い、支配の及ばぬ統一へ移り住んだ。それがここ。
嘘だ。
We wouldn't have fled.
父上や僕のご先祖様が逃げた
You don't know the reality. He's such a kid. Sweet summer
I
child.
mean, in his eyes, his father is such a warrior, like a brave and fierce man.
Yeah.
His father would never run away from something or someone.
聞いてよ。レイフのおっちゃんが
He really has hope because the guy just spent the night in the snow and he was buried.
He
生
managed.
き返った。
名を言えるか。
Talk.
どこから来たんだ。
連れ戻されるのか。ハーフダン様の。
やっぱり山の向こうから。
嫌だ。でもどこにも行くあてなんか。
He's gonna be nice and we're gonna end up in trouble.
トールズ、来てくれ。
Hide the slave. Hide the slave.
奴ら奴隷がどうとか言って強引
A
に
slave?
しやがった。
No.
No.
人間に似合う唯一の首飾りだ。
Okay.
聞いて
Oh,
も聞いてもね。
he's intense.
鉄の
Oh
鎖
shit, okay.
人間ってやつを少しはマシにしてくれる。
The mission.
The bad guy.
俺の奴隷が一匹鎖を断ち切って逃げた。
Don't know what you're talking about.
He went that way.
蒸し返そうってんだろ。雲海で調停してもらったとこなんです。あの喧嘩でてめえには左腕を切られて。
You want that I cut the other one?
よくも兄貴の足を切り落としやがった。野郎な。
Who did what?
切ってやる。おお、来いや。そうで。つなぐぞ、貴様。
If he's talking to his guys like this. Eh. Oh shit! Oh.
もう軽んじる者は許さん。尾は鎖だ。
Okay.
ゲドどもは繋がれて初めて人間の一員になれるのだ。逃げたのは若いスラブ人の男だ。心当たりはあるか。
So he follows the law to the key, like he loves law.
To the chain man.
Yeah. Attack on Titan?
安らかな気持
Is
ち
your
は
name Eren?
初めてだ。
Let him go, man. I think he's done.
おやし。ここはどこなんだ。なぜ。
Slavery, man. It's fucking fucked up.
遥かな西。フィンランドという名の
It's the dream.
戦の炎も届かぬ。どうだ。俺たちと一緒にその地で暮らさないか。
そうか。フィンランドというのか。
The goal. We will reach it. Who said that he was here?
無作法は許せよ、トールズ。この男、いくらで買った。3頭やる。俺が買おう。そいつは連れて帰る。他の奴隷の前で見せしめに
You broke the
せにゃ
law?
ならん。
Four sheep.
He's so tall.
ならば4頭だ。
What else?
バイといえば、すべて3歳以下のメスでな。くたばり損ないに羊8頭とはな。
Hey, I work hard to bring him to life.
いい取引だぜ。
商談成立。
Hopefully.
それでそいつの鎖を解いてやったつもりか。それでそいつをどこへ連れて行く。
He begged him not to let him go back there, so he's a good guy. He kind of, I mean, it's not like he promised not to, you know.
It did.
羊8頭もしたのにあっという間に死んじゃったのよ。父上のバカ。
He's a man of principle. She's not quite there yet.
僕らも逃げてきたの。レイフのおっちゃんが逃げてここに来たって。
そう伝えられている。
Everything is relative to history, man.
I wouldn't say that they ran away. They just want to live with their freedom. So they chose to just
じゃ
leave.
あここからも逃げたい人はどこに行くの？
That guy's gonna be trouble, right? Right?
America. Vinland.
Okay.
we'll watch the ending, but
bad for first episode.
honestly, I was just afraid that there was gonna be a massacre. Could still happen. I'm pretty sure it will,
Not
but
yet. I'm sure not yet.
okay. So that was the first episode. I've seen, like I said, many Vikings shows, so I was almost expecting like a massacre first episode, like something to send Thorfinn on a path of revenge and stuff. But I am not surprised, but I'm happy to see that it's not that yet.
Not yet.
I do expect, though, we've seen him in the beginning, like, go from happy little kid to, you know, hardened warrior, so I am expecting some
Things
shit.
gonna happen. I expect that this show's gonna be about slavery and freedom. So I don't know if we're gonna lose our family, become a slave, and try to find our freedom to go to Vinland.
I don't know about becoming a slave, but I'm pretty
I don't
sure we're
know.
losing our family.
I don't know because they introduced slavery and they said that the human is
Well,
bound
this
to
first
change, you know?
episode discussed this because there's definitely a character, Halfdan, who, you know, is hell-bent on following the rules, doing things the way, you know, it says he needs to do it. So basically, if you're a slave, you're a slave. And the way he's been saying that, you know, men are better with the chain around their necks and stuff, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that something's gonna happen. Like that guy at the end that we saw with his army, like float. I don't want to say driving. Like he's going. I think he's going towards where we live right
But why? Like, we have... The thing is, I don't know.
Something's gonna happen.
Right now we have not much, like it's not like they have much to give, so a raid here, I don't know. Like Thorfinn was saying, where do people that want to flee here go? And then we saw them, so I'm like, I don't know, like, are they trying to, because from what we heard in this episode, Vinland would be the ultimate goal. Thors, the father, Thor or Thors?
Thors.
Anyway, he seemed interested. I feel like he started in the beginning, he has been through the life of a Viking, a warrior. He has suffered. It was at a point where I was like, is he done with life? Because like he had this image of him at peace with his family. And it's kind of like he wanted to go back there. Like he'd rather be there than, you know, on his ship trying to fight.
He's just done with the bloodshed.
He was done with the bloodshed. Yeah, he was completely not like interested in what was going on around him. He killed like a machine, kind of like out of reflexes. Like he just did what he had to do. And then he managed to escape that life and settle. Although where they are settled is not the perfect place because they still struggle. They're not far away from, you know, trouble, other villages that might cause them, you know, start fights and stuff. Like they've been saying that, you know, they've already been fighting with Halfdan and his group. So yeah. I'm thinking he dreams of a place, kind of like Ragnar, like he dreams of a place where he could settle, farm, be at peace,
thrive.
Yeah. Whereas for his son, Thorfinn is a young kid who hears those stories, those legends, and he dreams of the life of a Viking.
He's still a sweet summer child.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Innocent and his youth.
He's like putting on a pedestal those guys he's been growing up with, like his father, fucking Leaf, all the people he's been hearing about. Like he's like, oh, warriors that never back down and they don't, you know, they'll stop at nothing to fight. But he doesn't really understand what it does to a man to have you know, to fight all the time. He hasn't been through this. He hasn't suffered losses yet. So for him, it's glorified. Like in his mind, it's adventures, it's glory, it's fun. I'm sad though thinking of him losing that smile in the future.
For some people, they truly enjoy the thrill of a fight. You know, this adrenaline and just to take what they want.
Yeah, if you have nothing to lose.
What they want when they want.
If you have nothing to lose.
True.
If you lose your friends, if you lose your family, if you suffer, you're not going to enjoy a good fight after that. I can imagine that most people that, you know, end up like Thors was in the beginning, started by liking this job. Like if they were kids like Thorfinn in the beginning, like they also heard stories. They also were told that there was glory in fighting. They wanted this, but once they got it, they kind of realized that it was not all it was meant to be. Like it was not the dream that they imagined. I have Ragnar again in my mind. Like those ideas that they had, those dreams that they had were that, dreams. the reality is harsher.
Yeah.
It hurts, and it's not as fun as you know you would imagine, especially if you lose the people you love going through that. So I kind of I mean I was about to say I'm hoping we're not going there, but I'm pretty sure we're going
I think that
there.
we're gonna go there. Yeah.
He's gonna probably have to learn the hard way what the true life of a warrior, a Viking is, and
I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose our family. So it's like maybe next episode or 2 episodes from now we're gonna lose everyone.
would
For
be
sure.
sad though. I
For
like
sure.
the sister, I like the father. The sister is funny because it's like she's very rational. Like she states the facts. Like she does what she wants, and she's not afraid to say what she thinks. And like, oh, it's hard to take care of our house and stuff. Why don't we have a slave? Like she doesn't really think about what it means to own a slave, what it means for the person. She's just like, it would be so much easier if we had one. So she's just saying it out loud. I don't think she's a bad person. It's just she's young, and she also like she knows the work, but she's still at an age where she didn't choose this. So I feel like she complains because she doesn't know anything else, and she feels like this is the life that was kind of forced on her. So she's got to do what she has. Like she's got to go through the motion. But I don't know much about her other than what we just saw. So we'll see. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but this is the vibe I'm getting from her. That she knows that life, and that's pretty much it. But she also wishes she could become something else, have an easier life. And it's true that when you're a kid though, like Thorfinn and his sisters, what's her name?
Ilva.
Okay, so the both of them, they probably like if none of them have experience with the life at sea, the fights and all of that, they would probably be wondering, like hearing those stories as kids, they would probably be wondering why their father is content staying here, when there's so much glory to have all these other places and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the warrior ship that they've been using has been stored away for so long, like it's
Taking
not
dust, yeah.
and he's disappointed that his dad is not taking him on the ship or allowing him to try and stuff. Like, yeah, but I think he's sheltering you, kid, and you don't know what you're asking, and you'll regret asking. Kind of like with the daughter, be careful what you wish for, because like I don't know, Halfdan might come back. I think he wasn't happy doing the deal, but he took it because like he's not gonna pass the opportunity to get
more from what the slave was worth it.
Yeah, but it's still like for a guy who literally tore the face of one of his guys because he was like, screw the law. I'm like, how does he truly feel deep down that one of his slaves managed to flee and he was not punished for it?
No, he's gonna do something about it.
I'm a bit afraid that he's gonna come back with a fucked up reason or something. And I don't know who that other guy on the boat is, but do you think he's trouble?
Yeah, he's trouble. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know what? Thorfinn asked his father if their ancestors really were like cowards for fleeing when King Harold came and said, bow to me or just run away.
He doesn't understand.
But when you think about it and you look what his father did with that slave, he knew that this man wanted to be free, wanted to die free, not go back to that place with Halfdan. So it didn't matter for him, like if he need to sell 3 sheep, 4 sheep, like sheep.
Ship and sheep is not the
Sheep.
same thing.
No,
You're French.
Sorry. Like
To me, it feels like
the cost didn't matter for him because the price for freedom was worth it.
For a Viking, we've seen many times that the idea of fleeing is seen as cowardice, but when it comes to freedom, I believe that it takes a lot more courage to break your chains than it is to, stay there and just go through the motion, accept your fate, and do nothing.
Because when you think about it, those people, this was their homeland, their hometown. They were born there, they live there.
But
I mean, it does take courage to just decide to take what you have and just
risk it all.
But just for your freedom.
I also understand why to the ears of a young kid that's growing up with those stories, it would sound like you were cowards because they didn't stay to fight. If Harold's decided, like we know, like if it's the same Harold, like we know how he used to be, and like if he shows up with an army and he's like, I'm the king of Norway, fucking bend a knee, be my people or die. yeah, you can decide to fight, but like, what does that mean? That basically means you're all gonna get slaughtered. So you're like, for the sake of your kids, for the sake of your family, sometimes you have to do the right thing, make the right choice, and choose to live another day. But for that to be the decision that you make, a lot can happen in your head. Like, you have to be either very wise and think about the bigger picture, not just about yourself and your need to fight, or yeah, maybe they were afraid and maybe they didn't want to die, and which goes against the whole culture of Vikings because they would rather die fighting. So how do you judge what happened? You weren't there, so you don't really know. Wait till you go through your own set of events until you judge those that left behind. But what matters now is that they left, and now this is your life. Do whatever you want with it. Which I'm pretty sure is going to try to go to America. But yeah, I mean, Vinland Saga, so he's going to... If he's not trying to get here, he's going to get here and then try to settle.
So our goal is go to the promised land then?
I mean, I think this is his dad's dream, to go to a place where it's not as hard. Well, I mean, for him at least, because we know that at least half the year it's terrible, like, but still, like, a place where it's easier to farm.
We just started.
No, but like, you remember in Viking when, spoiler alert, but when they discover America, they're surprised with how green it is and it's beautiful and stuff.
It is
and
very fertile, yeah.
yeah, so it's the idea of a life where it's not as hard to farm. A life where, you know, you don't have neighbors that always think about killing you. It's not as harsh. It's freedom. It's the promise of a new world. So yeah, like, the dad is interested, I think, because he wants a place where he can just be at peace and happy. The kid is interested because it's dreams, it's legends, only heard about, like, there's Leaf who's been there, but like, they don't really know if they can trust him. And to get there, you kind of need to face all those the monsters that are at sea. So just to get there would be a great story. So yeah, he would be dreaming about it. I don't know when that dream turns into like a necessity, but maybe.
I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that the guy that was at the end who's looking for trouble, I think it's gonna be maybe like King Harold. Like, it's coming instead, you're gonna bow to me and be my subject. Like, I'm gonna rule over
What does
you.
he want? Like, it's a harsh land.
Treasure.
They have nothing.
Men are greedy. They just want to control people and just put their overpower them.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, like, when the previous King Harold showed up and he took Norway, they fled here, and now Thorfinn is like, oh, like, why do we live here? It's so difficult. Like, there's nothing interesting about their land. It would be so crazy, but then again, it's true that people are greedy and they see people there and they're like, oh, I want what they have. Just for the sake of destroying, but we don't know him. All we can do is assume. So I
he
say
has a means there.
we'll jump to the next episode and we'll see right away who he is, I guess.
He's troubled, I'm telling you.
Because he has a scar. Ooh, meanie. Thank you guys.
And an army.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next 2 episodes right away, they will be on Patreon very soon. You can check them out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't want to, the next one shall be on YouTube pretty soon. So, see you then.
Bye.